There you go. Now we're live. Holy, that was wild. That was a wild ride. GG's to you. GG's to you, Chad. And guys, man, wow. That was crazy. I gotta actually take off my stream title called Stream Delay. And I'm gonna change my title to oh no, I lost my little moon symbol. Dang it. Moon. There it is. Let's go back to stream and put that there. Yeah. Finally! Finally, there's no more stream delay, guys. I gotta quickly use the bathroom, though. I'll be right back in a moment. Holy... Yeah, that was great. Yeah, we took out the stream delay officially. Let me see if my camera works again. It seems to have I don't know why, it just seems to have issues today. Let's see if the camera goes back again. We need to get a new camera, man. That or I don't know what's going on with the camera. Hop into comms. Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. Comms. Don't switch to this microphone. No. I don't know why it does that. Comms. I guess you want to talk in room. There you are, general. And then let me change my audio so that I can throw in my push to talk to voice. Hello, how's it going? Thank you so much again for that that awesome fight, dude. Wait, say that one more time.
It's so funny seeing how much shock. Dude, you're like, wow. Let's not stop. You're that much shock of how well that fight went.
I was just like, I've never like been in that kind of fight or those things, so to me that was a great experience and something I don't think I'd ever be a part of in EVE, you know, in ever like a long time. So that was definitely a really awesome moment.
Dude, that thing tanks, dude. That thing tanks.
Dude, if it wasn't for Buddy telling me to drain my cap, then you would have kept eating my cap and keep surviving. So he's just like,
no, you're right. That's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah,
like that was played out perfectly. Like that's some
was.
like fucking high level strats right there. I love it.
Right? Buddy just last minute goes to me. He's like, "Yo, just empty your caps." I was like, "Oh my gosh, yo, what's up, dude?"
Hey.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Man, oh man. One of the best fights ever, though.
Great fight, man. Really great fight. Great fight.
I have comms on my stream, by the way, open right now, just so you guys all know. Not that we have anything going on, but...
We're sharing hidden intel.
Yes, this is the spy channel.
Yes, sharing hidden intel to Cowmill for money. What do you mean? I'm just feeding them Varger kills and leaking them sedition intel secrets for as much ISK as possible.
Right? Man, oh man.
Well, if we always go Vargers against Ventures, you're not going to be as positive, though.
at the end of that, I was sadly not as positive, but because of Varger, but y'all be more than as positive always, so I can't complain.
My goodness.
Dude, that was
I
was
That
actually
was
starting to panic
amazing.
when you went in low hull and the X-Like starting sniping off our people.
that
I
was
like,
balls.
no, not.
well, it
Don't
was funny because
go.
I'm like, well, I had it streamed to my corp mates, right?
Oh, nice.
And I told a few of them right at the start that were there when I started this shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, like this is kind of honorable, like. Don't
Yes,
get
kind
involved.
of.
Like, be ready. I told them, be ready to get involved because there's pirates around. If pirates come, y'all asses come in here and save me.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Exactly.
last minute, 2 guys logged in, saw this, and didn't like they were joining so late. They didn't get the memo of like, hey, you know, kind of honorable. And they're like, we're coming to get your loot for you. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, no wonder.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It was so great. That fit, by the way,
I think it's so
is
ironic
cap
that
stable.
It's cap stable?
This
It's
not
with the
nukes on
Nasus,
it.
it's cap stable.
That's right.
If you guys, well, not with the newts on it, no. But like, if I can make it stable if I don't run. Like at the end, I was just not running my guns because I wasn't tracking y'all, and I was like, I'm not gonna run web. I'm just gonna run purely reps and Nas, and things
Let's hope for
60%
it to
stable.
run out.
Very cool.
Yeah, so like, I was like hoping y'all would run out, and I'm like, I'll just leave. Like in a technical sense, if I'm sucking 2 of you off at full capacity.
That sounds so wrong.
I'm allowed to say it. I'm allowed to say it. I'm an AT commentator. We are allowed to say sucking people off and blowing each other in space. It's
No
allowed.
way. That's awesome.
But 2 Nazes makes me stable with both reppers running at max capacity heated
Yes,
with
but
no
only
cap.
if your Nost guy has cap.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I honestly, you'd be very shocked how often people don't think to drain their own capacitor.
I
You'd be
did.
very shocked.
Yeah, I did. I kept feeding you. Like, literally every time you drained me and I was repping my guys, I just kept putting more
It was
boost.
actually Aaron who had the idea.
Yeah, Aaron, man. Smart cookie.
No, that's definitely some high IQ strat level right there. Like I didn't notice it either. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm busy typing into people. I'm like, I'm hoping some more people come in here with ENIs and whatnot. I want to snipe them as they
Boring.
approach me.
Yeah, that Vedmak
Oh,
you
yes,
got,
that's the
though.
best part.
Dude.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Whoever that slicer pilot was in your fleet, I am sure they are
Wasn't in our fleet.
annoyed with me as shit.
It was
Dog, that
nasty.
slicer pilot's
We're
probably
still
annoyed to
laughing.
crap, dude.
No, all our fleet mates were orbiting you
Dude,
at
well-
500.
Yeah.
We're like,
Dude,
you're
that's-
like, trust the 500 orbit, get close, trust it.
You-
Thing is, I got
to give you a hint from my perspective, right? This slicer pilot was orbiting me at about 35, 40.
Mhm.
And I just stop nosing you, throw all my nosses on that dude,
Oh,
cap
wow.
him dry, his prop would turn off, and then I'd shoot my radio ammo
Mm.
and blap his shields in one hit.
Wow.
Dude would start running for the hills.
I would too.
Go like 200 off, rep up, and come back in.
I think it's so funny that I got the final blows on the Vargar and on the Balgorn, and
Oh, yeah, you
literally
did.
Oh my gosh.
seconds after I got the second kill mark, I explode.
Oh.
Like maybe with the race, it just two-shotted me.
Yeah, same. That was long
Dude,
range.
you listen. The reason you got the final kill is the rest of the fleet has skill issues. That's the reason.
Yeah.
The rest
I,
of the
I
fleet
was,
blew
I was
up.
actually ungrouping my weapons so I had a higher chance. No, just kidding.
Dude, that
I
on my
everything
end,
is like-
like that wasn't. Yeah.
Amazing.
No, on my end, that fight was like I knew I was probably gonna have tracking issues. Like the first fight with the Vargar, a few people ended up like screwing up their orbit here and there,
Yeah.
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
I'm punishing these people. Like I knew who I was gonna punish. The second they were like 3K away, I'm like, that guy's getting punished. F1, one shot.
Yeah, you punished
I'm
me
like, I'm just
early.
waiting for people to screw up, you know. The Balgorn, it was like, well, maybe I need 2 webs on this
Mm.
instead of MJD. But like I said, dude, the fits are all 2 years old.
2 years old. Okay.
Then you went into the structure and everybody was bumping into it, and I was starting to run from one side to the other, jip, 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 and telling everybody
You
anchor
don't-
up.
You don't want to know how annoyed I was with that.
Oh, I thought
I
it
was in comms, like I'm like, I want to align to the station just in case I naz them out, because like I'm not tracking them. I'm like, yeah, if I get out, I get out. If I don't, I don't.
We were
I'm
always
just sitting there like, I'm on a line station. I'm getting bumped to shit, and I'm like, dude, I'm going 5 meters a second. That's it. I'm burning off this stupid structure.
It was. I thought you wanted to make us bump into the structure so
That's
you
what
would
I
get back in
thought.
tracking. Yes. So I was like, oh no, he's going to shoot us now, and we were like, every time you lost one of us, we were like, who's getting scram? Who's getting scram? So we always had a scram on you after the faction warped off. It's always like at least one guy has to keep scram on him.
That's right.
Yeah, dude, I realized that, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna like click in space, max speed, and go my 28 meters a second.
Speed,
Hope that I get away from the structure eventually. I did. I managed to get like
we were fighting 50
4K?
minutes.
Yeah, that was a long time.
Dude, I was hoping the Rogue Union people came in with the Kikis. I was like, oh, dude, they're gonna come in here and not shoot y'all, and then they're just gonna lose Kikis.
Yeah, pretty much like
Yeah,
the Vedma.
I was actually prepared to stop shooting you and then team up with you to just kill the Kikis.
Alright,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
after
and
that we
that's
would
what-
finish the Valkyrie off.
Yeah.
Or be finished off by the Valkyrie.
Yeah, no, I love it. I was like, large advance and Devon, 2 of them. I'm like, that's perfect.
Yeah, right.
This is
Yeah.
perfect.
The first Plex was
And
a
then
little
the
harder.
crossword, we were coming to your Plex and you were coming to our Plex.
That's right.
We nearly
We, dude,
crossed
we warped it at the same time on the second one. Like, oh, this is
Yeah.
like what it's meant to be. Everyone's sliding at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh
I
man.
gotta get rid of these MJDs on these fits because I'm not getting
They're
out.
useless.
They're useless right now. I'm not getting out.
That's great though. Great fight.
But you know, we
Nah.
actually have a bunch of benches left here, so
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Might have
no,
to do another one.
every Monday we send out the corp mail. So every Monday we have to know what we are flying. And then we were like, yeah, we are going to take
Interesting.
ventures out. And then I'm not sure what day was it when you called, like it was.
God.
Oh yes, it was Monday, but it was
I know-
Monday afternoon. So we're like, oh, we are flying ventures, and he's
Oh,
bringing
shit.
a goal. Interesting.
Yeah. Nah, listen, I've played Eve now since 2016, and the thing I like kind of really got into was watching Buren B, like what Kronos
Oh,
is
yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, and I'm like, dude, that is just such good
Right.
content. Like, I also used to fight. I used that exact Belgorn to fight John Revenant's Harpy gang.
Hmm.
It did not win. It did not win. I didn't need help. I just nosed him out and left after killing a few guys who screwed their trans up, and then thing lived way too long. Way too long.
The Begahor, whatever.
Great.
I don't even know how to pronounce that shit.
Algorn, yeah.
Oh, Al or
Algorn, Algorn.
Dude, it's my favorite ship, man. It's my favorite ship.
oh, really?
Okay, then we know we
Yeah.
have to put some cap batteries on our next fits.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many more of them you're gonna see, because the reason it's my favorite ship is it has some history behind it for me. I flew it in my first ever Alliance tournament match
Oh,
against Snuffed Out, and we 100
Against
to
Snuff-
0 them.
oh wow,
100 to
what?
0.
We won 100 to 0.
Amazing.
Whoa.
They ran 4 Dimoses, and I just neuted 4 Dimoses out the entire game.
Oh, that's
And
the
I was
thing.
laughing.
Oh. Poor Dimoses.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was against the scrubby 4 Dimos comp.
Oh shoot.
I
So,
think
like,
he
that's why it's my
actually
favorite ship. It's got some history.
Yeah. I think you actually missed the doctrine from last week, right, chat? We were flying. Another crazy thing. We were flying spider tanking Navitas.
Oh my god, that was such a
Yeah,
good
no, I
feat.
saw that in my I undocked with my Vargur in that, and I was like, dude, I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah, right.
tracking
At the
these,
end
let
of it.
alone breaking the remote reps. This is stupid. And then I freaking got it undocked, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's go. You know,
dude.
that get
Cap
on your
stable
kill
pit.
there, that's actually a known AWOXer, so you did us a favor.
Yes, it's
Well,
good you killed him.
Yeah, thank gosh.
We would have
man.
killed him
in
ourselves if we
in
could.
news,
He was actually trying to snipe us with a Loki before.
it is being discussed, by the way,
Warp drive
in some backstreet channels about how to fix some of these AWOXing issues.
Oh really?
I know you guys deal with some AWOXers from the sounds of it.
Oh yeah.
I have
yeah.
been talking to kind of on like not important people as much, but I've been talking to Fallen Star and
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Fallen
Fallen
Star
Stars.
and Phantomite
Star.
and a few of those guys about some of the things we were discussing it this morning actually on Discord.
Oh nice.
Oh, well,
So-
it's always a good idea to be a bit careful discussing something with Fallen Star because then you have giant text blocks to read.
He was actually the one who brought up he was pissed about the AWOXing. He got AWOXed or
Yeah.
something. He was very annoyed with it.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I was just as
I was like,
annoyed.
I get it. Well, I live in Flea, so I literally see Jabba and all those guys all day. I see them all day,
Hmm.
and they're very annoying to fight against.
Ah yeah.
Because I have no problem slamming my chat on the table. I'm trying to outprice them, but they just spam you with very
drive
annoying
active.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Like ECM.
Oh, God, don't get me started on ECM.
Don't get me started. Yeah, ECM can be a
I
bad.
love ECM, but like it's when you have such numbers already and add it.
That's right.
Like when you're already climbing uphill and then you add ECM to the equation, it's just like, come on, I'm not doing shit anyways already.
Right? Yeah, I was in a Drake Navy issue the first time I got ECM by a Mollis and died, or almost died. I guess it was like a friendly thing we were doing, but yeah, it was pretty brutal.
What the hell's going on here? Dude, I get so many messages.
Actually, there was a guy who wanted to bring his Griffin, and I said, no ECM. He was like, no ECM? I said, yes, you can bring a frigate. Like, a frigate? I have to check out the frigates. Yes, you can bring a frigate or you can stay out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that Mega Navy kill, by the way. That was a pretty fun video to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you saw the video, okay. Then you have the whole story.
Yeah.
Dude, I
It
love
was-
those like structure tank things. It's hilarious. It's just
It's ridiculous.
like
It's
battleship
half a
guns
million
don't track.
tank.
No!
Did not track at
Okay.
all. It was just the only
That
defense
video.
he had that was bringing in his alt, and the more his hull went down, the more he was panicking with his alt, and he brought in the weirdest shit fits. Like, first the British Navy, okay, we killed the British, then the catalyst. Like, big guns don't work, try small guns.
Actually, I was the
It's
most
useful
worried about the
catalyst.
catalyst because I was sure he would do some serious damage.
Yeah. And then the exit
It's-
Navy, and finally, he threw the rendezvous side running Vaxer at us. Like, shield buffer. Yeah. Totally
No, that-
useless. Just a last hope, like, maybe I can get my 700 million ship out. No.
No,
Nah.
not today.
That's
Nah.
not happening. That's the thing, right? Is I was up kind of. I do a lot of theory crafting, so I'm like, what is gonna be like the golem works best to fight in those like situations, even though it doesn't like the explosive radius doesn't hit as hard. At least you hit
Does
to a
hit.
degree.
Exactly.
So it's nice to run that, but I did end up making a Vargur that I think I want to try next week. That's gonna be interesting to say the least, because I do love the Vargur a lot. But I gotta say, why y'all against the Kronos? What's your hate for the Kronos?
Oh, I've
That's-
seen what a Kronos can do.
I know what they can do. I
3000
just
PS
hate
plus
running
tracking
them.
bonus and grappler and double weapon you just trackers.
Well, that's the thing. Don't forget they got rid of the tracking bonuses on
What they did?
Marauders Bastions. Yeah, Bastion no longer
Oh.
provides any tracking bonus at all. So like that kind of sucks with the Marauder change.
Oh,
They gave it
actually,
the
I
fifth
missed
mid
that.
though. That helps a lot.
Oh.
I actually missed that, so
7.5
it's not
bonus
that
blood
bad
coverage
anymore.
for tracking speed is still
Let
a
me
lot.
say something.
Yes, to 7.
It's still good.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
still good, but my worry is if I run a Chronos, like I'm sitting here
Ah.
like if I run it, I have to run battery and booster because they're gonna have newts. And I have to have cap to shoot my guns. I have to have cap to wrap. I'm like, I need capacitor.
Yeah.
So
Tian and I were talking actually this afternoon. We were like,
God, I'm
we're,
not even
well,
hitting this
talking
guy.
about you.
There you go. Now we're hitting a little bit better.
Like,
Oh,
we have
sorry.
to get. Sorry, we have to get some newts. Well, no, the newts were on the Ventures, and we were like, if he brings a golem, it's difficult because it's ancillary shield fit, so his tank is not relying on cap, and his guns are not relying on cap. That's the biggest problem. But maybe we can do something with the smart.
There's
bomb, with the null. And then we were
exactly,
like,
you get rid of the
but
smart
if he
bombs
brings
and the
the
hardness.
Vargar, if he brings the Vargar and it's ancil fit, he's relying on cap sticks, and then we just have to stay alive until there are no more cap things there. And then Paladin, well, it eats so much cap for his guns. That's easy, but the Chronos, it's
The Chronos eats a lot of gun capacitor. The Paladin sucks. Don't ask me to run it. Like that thing
Ah,
is.
Paladin is just.
It's good and it's good for PvE.
yeah. I think
I hate it for PvP. It just doesn't do it for me. It's like the Chronos. I started with Chronoses when I did Marauders. I just ran into so many problems with newts that I'm just like, I can tank blank on paper and do blank DPS on paper. Paper doesn't include newt pressure, and if you're getting newted, well, you do nothing.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
So I'm like, ancil fits are always nice too, because you're relying on, well, I have a timer. I need to kill grid before I run out of sticks.
Yeah.
Versus I'm dying because I'm sucked dry. Like, well,
Yeah.
So-
Just one question. Well, actually, two questions.
Yeah.
First of all, you would have really wrecked us if you had smart bombs on the Vargar.
Ah, yeah.
Because we couldn't have
No.
kept on range to newt you, so your smart bombs were gone. Because then your autocannons would have fit.
Oh, true.
So that would have really been a big problem if you had smart bombs and the autocannons. And the
Let me
second thing is,
see.
were you running implants now on the second fit on the Balgon?
Yes, I had high grade S-claps for the Balgorn.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Okay.
The Vargar,
Really,
actually, I ran
really,
the
really
Vargar
good.
empty-headed. I was very shocked how that tanked.
Yeah.
It tanked well.
I mean, Vargar only tanked 100,000 EHP less. On the Balgon at the end.
Crazy, but it took much less time. Oh no, it didn't. Oh,
That's amazing. Vargar OP. Like the one thing I said halfway through the fight, I'm like, the Balgorn gets a Nas bonus, but I really wish I had a fucking smart bomb right now. Like even if I don't have cap, just getting a cycle off here and there to fuck some drones up or push them off just a little bit, and then I could track them or something. Just a little. I'm looking at a Vargar fit for next week, and it's definitely you're gonna be. It's not the same one I just ran. It's gonna probably be an interesting fit. We'll see
guess
how
the
well it
thing is-
works.
If you actually put up a perma tanking thing, we are. There's nothing we can do because we are not. Well, we stick to frigates.
Well,
Just
look at
frigates
yes.
are fun.
Yeah.
Frigates and destroyers are fun.
not really
That's
possible.
not the best ones.
Perma tanking is not
Although-
really possible on the Vargar because you rely on capsticks for
You rely on capsticks for any sort of tank on it, whether it's
answers, or if
Ansel
you don't
fit
run answer,
or
you're vulnerable towards newts.
even
Oh,
if
I
you
know
ran
what
like
we're
X
flying.
type fit, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Even if you run
Yeah.
like X type fit, like newts will screw that. If you run Ansil instead of X type, you eventually run out of sticks as long as someone's able to hold you there.
Yeah.
You know, so like at the end of the day, you gotta kill shit. That's what it's always gonna come down to: is kill shit or hope they just get bored and leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was
Or you permatank shit, and then they
Okay,
cap
and don't
themselves out and cap you out. Dude, that's I could literally see myself sitting there in an AT match yelling at a teammate, empty your goddamn capacitor so he's out of cap. I could literally just see myself sitting there like yelling that at a teammate, like, oh my god, fucking do it.
I wish there was a way to be a part of the Alliance
thinking about-
tournament with only flying frigates. Put up a real good doctrine frigate. But I mean, that's not really possible.
Just what, do you guys not enjoy flying anything bigger than frigates at all, or is it skill points?
No, well, skill points has always been the point, but you know, you popped the cruisers like they were nothing. But what we did in frigates, it's just crazy, and you have the velocity, you have the... Everybody is like... It's that everything they are going to bring.
Everybody zoom.
And it's so fast.
Oh, it is fast. I mean, here's what's funny. I don't really run any frigates on our tournament teams besides E-War ones. Just because their tank is so suspect when you have 10 dudes shooting you on a grid.
That's the problem. The alpha strike of bigger ships is just...
Oh, plus just the fact that, like, you have 10 guys and you know you need to have basically every type of E-War on a team spread out somewhere. So you're always going to be probably getting webbed, painted, screwed with, like, there's always going to be something, and newts that are just going to make you get hit, and you can't just leave.
Yeah,
You know?
Sentinel is totally OP. In that regard.
LP, how much LP did you fucking guys get? God damn it.
No, I mean OP. It's OP powered.
No, I'm looking at, dude, you guys got Battlefield's worth of LP, by the way, from those kills.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
but
not
everybody
everyone.
was-
It's not split between the members, so
Hmm.
like only 15,000 for everyone.
still
Better
nice.
than 0, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's like running 2 smalls while kept having a good fight. It's yeah, not bad.
Some more fun.
Well, with that said, I have to start getting next week's put together, because, let's see,
Well,
what
I-
other fun fits are there?
I actually found out that one fitted Marauder fits into my D-Space transporter, so if you need some hauling help.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I got jump freighter alts, so I'll be.
Yeah, okay.
I could bring down 6 of them
Lol.
for the future if I needed to.
yeah,
If y'all get really, I have plenty. Dude, I used to own at one point. I used to own about 65% of the jump freighter market in Jeddah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's where I get my iskies from. Hypernet, jump freighters, and flipping AT
Hypernet.
ships.
Playing in Happiness.
Yeah.
Me too.
I sell things on Hypernet, yes.
Yeah.
I'm addicted. I'm an addict. I'm a gambler.
Yeah, I got
Good,
Pierce
good,
we-
today.
Keep
Kind of
feeding my
addicted because-
alt money without me saying who they are.
Well, I mean,
But
we-
if
we
you
are all
guys
kind of
ever feel
strange.
like shipping, if y'all ever feel like shipping up, out of frigates ever, and go like heavy cruiser and get enough people involved, I do have a Phoenix that I kind of want to whelp at some point.
yes, but I kind of want to whelp your Phoenix in frigates.
I mean, if you listen, you know how many frigates you'd have to get to do that, though. You,
Hello.
last
you
time
get
we
the 50
tanked off
guys, 60
20%
guys.
Last time we chunked of 20% of your shields.
Well, it was the
I didn't
problem-
interrupt once.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
really,
I know,
It
but
was,
still.
it was the active hit. But the Chimera is buffer, you said.
The Chimera, the thing I hate, like, I don't know why I own it. Like, you get defanged so quickly that, like, there's
Yeah,
no reason to have it. Like, you can't even get your freaking fighters back in the bay quick enough before you lose half of them.
That's funny. You had the
I should
succubus.
just-
Did you actually get out with it, or?
Well, the Chimera would be killable in frigates, the Phoenix probably not.
Oh, yeah, no, I got out in my Battleship Succubus. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
my
I think there wasn't
200
much
millionest
left of our
battleship stuff.
fleet.
Listen, if y'all tried to shoot the Succubus, I don't think y'all would have been able to hold it down.
Well,
It's
last time we killed
overpropped
it.
and
Yeah, we killed it
goes
quick.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, and last time I couldn't even fucking warp. by the way.
Yeah, fair point.
Like, I just looked, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in a pod. What the fuck? This thing, though, goes 6K. So,
Well, we have.
burst
I think
jammer,
we have,
warp core stab.
Yeah.
Yes. We do have. We had a few webs, so if we get 3 webs on you, that's 7K. That's 3.5. That's okay. It's still a lot.
Fuck.
I mean, we are not
Yeah,
here
it was so
to
fun.
beg you.
Bankrupt me?
Yeah.
Bankrupt me? Nah, you know, ain't no
Well,
one
for
gonna
that,
bankrupt me.
you would have to kill the AT ships.
Nah, you'd have to kill you'd have to kill one of the AT ships. That wouldn't even bankrupt me. I could just sell the other one.
By the way,
I
when
always
we're on
own
the...
2 AT ships at a time. Always.
Yeah. By the way, when we
And
are on
usually
the...
what I'll do is I keep a Raiju. The Raiju is so cool. It's amazing. I got like 40
Yeah.
kill marks on it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I love flying it. The other one I traded in, like an upgrade, right? So I started with a Gary, traded the Gary in, upgraded to a Hades, traded the Hades in, because I have nightmares about losing that thing all the time. Thank
I
Grey
remember-
Veil for that.
I remember you undocked it once, and you reloaded pretty fast.
That thing's... The web range on that Hades is just under... It's cold, I think, 36.
Woo!
That's without the drugs in the store or anything in my head, so...
Are there implants to increase web range?
There's implants to increase. There's hardwires for web range. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not much, though. It's only like 3%.
I thought the max you could get was 5%, like all the rest, like also 5% additional tracking disruption and 5% additional web
There might be
range.
a 5%. There might be a 5%. I don't use them that much, so...
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not... I got a pod that's like meant for this. I'm like, if they're sitting there like it's 50 off, then whatever. I don't care. The second you get within 40 of me, you're getting webbed. You stay over there. Stay away from my bling. Don't. Nah, I fought Grey Veil in my Hades 2.5 years ago, and he shot me into 7% structure with a Kiki. I shit a brick and somehow managed to warp out, and I dreamt about losing it now probably 20 times and have nightmares about losing the ship. So they came back again now, and I started flying it, and I just like, I'm getting rid of it, getting a cheaper AT ship, spending some money on a few cool things, and then gonna make some YouTube videos with the new AT ship.
Nice.
Which one is it, if I may ask?
It is a Besla.
Oh, the Besla.
I'm going to go be a little grunt Kato.
I thought the Besla was not really good because it has this weird web drones bonus.
It's good at one thing.
Yeah.
It's good at one thing. It's good in the ESS grids.
Okay, yeah.
If you overprop a Besla, you can get it to shoot to 96 kilometers for about 800 DPS. And it gets a bonus to precision on those. It gets a big precision bonus, so it hits like a brick. Everything's cruiser sized up because it's an ESS, so you're gonna apply perfectly from 96. With an AB and high grade snakes, heated, you can get the thing without links to go around 6,500 meters a second.
That's nice.
Whoa.
With a resist profile of like 94, 91, 86, and like 89. It's stable with a wrapper with a cat battery on it, so I'm like, just go ESS.
So I can talk
Sit
a little bit, guys.
85 off. What's gonna shoot you?
So I wasn't talking.
Its
So I was
signature is
having a
around
listen
100,
to the
so missiles don't
conversation
even
and that,
apply
but
to you.
We're just talking shop and that. So
Whoa.
By the way,
So I'm like, I'm just gonna go make some videos and farm some kills, but flying those things are not fun. I gotta worry about Von Hole, so.
yeah.
well, who's that?
Docking permission requested. Docking request.
Von Hole is responsible for 75% of all AT ship losses in EVE Online and actively hunts people who run them.
Oh,
Like that's
that
all he
filler.
does in Eve, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Basically, no one is immune to him, and he wants 6 billion ISK a month to not actively hunt one of your ET ships.
Jeez.
And it's like,
That's crazy.
I'm rich, but I'm not paying you, motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just gonna not give you the opportunity. Well, most people who own them don't even fly them. They just sit in them
Fair.
because they're cool.
By the way,
Versus me.
when we are already talking about AT ships, do you have one or do you know someone who has a Lielabs?
I
Well, this is hot
know
right now, right?
someone
Holy.
who's got one, but I don't think they're selling. But
Warp
Okay.
drive
do
active.
note that they cost anywhere between 300 and 350 billion ISK.
Snorlax,
Yeah,
baby. We're
It's for a friend, I asked for him.
snorlaxing.
He
We're
wants a Lielabs.
snorlaxing.
Someone also asked me if I knew someone who had one, and I told them I could look, but
Yeah, okay.
My beautiful
the
condor.
odds, the market
that?
on them's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think a weird condor.
It's definitely a totally OP ship.
I owned one about a year ago, and I was just sitting in a large board, and a stabber came in on me, and I rapid light killed it in 5 shots, and it was properly
Warp drive
fit.
active.
Oh, wow.
It does
Holy-
1,000
Still,
DPS with the reload included with rapid
That's
lights.
insane.
Damn.
Because it doesn't have a reload. It has no reload time basically at all.
That's wild.
It's a 10-second or 11, 12, no, maybe it's maybe a little more than that.
17.
But it's like less than 15-second reload time on fucking rapid lights. Like what?
It's almost like rockets.
Dude, it's bro. Yeah, it's literally reloads as quick as heavy missiles.
That's
Almost.
crazy.
And it gets such a damage bonus that rapid lights do around 1,000 DPS. You get a hick point that goes with a scram to like 36, I think, 32, 36, and a disruptor that goes to like 64,
Wow.
which is nice.
Crazy.
And it's a hick point, so like you use a hick point on Sutton, they can't MJD.
The is off, yeah.
Even if it's a
Okay.
disruptor hick point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Drive
even if you use the
active.
disruptor hick point, you cannot MJD. So you just disrupt them from like fucking 60 kilometers and they can't do anything to you. Oh gosh, they're approaching me. Oh gosh, oh no, they're bringing frigates. Let me two-shot them with my rapid lights that apply perfectly. Ah! Like, if you
Okay.
lose one of those things, like you gotta get like
Warp drive
hard
active.
ganked on a gate or something.
I have this one crazy condor fit. I'm just dreaming of one day flying it with high grades and totally blinked.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Me too. I love condor.
A bling condor, huh?
Can you imagine?
Totally blinked. Max blink.
Keep in mind, guys, the comms are
I,
on, by the
Like
way.
300 million plus high grade.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's wild sauce.
I mean, not gonna lie, I run high grades in most every ship I fly nowadays.
Yeah.
But I gotta link you this.
Do you still sometimes fly frigates? Or that other thing anymore?
I love flying frigates, actually. Frigates and destroyers and like cruisers are my go-to,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Much more fun,
Oh,
in
really?
my opinion.
Exactly.
And we have
I
to
think
do
I
some
think it
1v1s.
Oh, and I think, and here's the thing, I like bringing out the battleships and stuff if when good fights occur,
Hmm.
but most of the time they don't. I sent you a fit that I made. It's pretty stupid.
5.3 cold without wow. Love it.
If you slap some snakes in there, it goes around 1,200 heated.
Holy shit.
Wish I could see.
Or sorry, 12,000 heated. 12,000 heated with an afterburner.
Ooh.
Wow.
So Raijus can't defensively scram you when you chase them.
That's just
It tanks them too. Face tanks them. Like it's kind of funny, but nah, I have more fun in the cruiser down stuff because I think that if you really are someone like myself, I really enjoy max pushing my piloting skills. So I'll take in frigates and destroyers and fight 2-3 guys at once by myself and just try to do like maximum amount that I can in the fight.
Yeah, fireworks.
Like
is
do the
gonna be
best I can,
hilarious.
try to kill all 3, and if not, just attempt to take a few with me. And it's really fun.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel like I have to make every
Takes a
decision
while for the
perfectly,
fireworks to like.
and it just
work,
pushes the
but-
pilot skill limit. So like I really like one of my favorite things is flying the worm around or the Heckate and just fighting like 3-4 dudes.
Yeah.
The other day actually, I fought those AWACSers you guys don't like in
Oh,
my Heckate.
Thank God.
Jabba came in a Vexor Navy, and I was 1v1ing him in my Heckate, and he decided to drop a Caracal Navy on me
Oh my. What?
with the Vexor Navy on the Heckate.
Oh my.
I called to local. A few friends brought like an Algos and a Tristan or whatever, and a Maulus.
Mm-hmm.
Killed the Caracal Navy, held the Vexor Navy. They brought an Osprey Navy, killed the Osprey Navy, and then killed the Vexor Navy, and the Heckate did not die. Tanked that
Honestly.
grid.
Wow.
As-
Nice.
Nice.
I'm like, dude, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, this is what PvP is meant to be.
Yes, we usually go up against bigger targets if we find them with our frigates.
You might as
Just
well.
usually
It's
not-
easier for you because you sig tank them.
Exactly, but
It's like, actually, believe it or not, bigger is better for you guys.
These rocket launcher
Exactly.
things
Well,
suck.
until we reach a point where
It's pretty
it's
quick
not
to
not
reload, though,
possible
I'll
to
tell you
fit the
that.
tank anymore. Then it's like
Eventually, you'll break the tank on anything though, because they'll eventually run out of cap or sticks
Yeah.
or something.
no. You're
Eventually.
Loki. You're Loki.
That's
There's no
Oh,
way.
that's
so funny. Fireworks.
Well, you guys did kill it.
Yes, but
Yeah.
if you had brought your Loki today, we would not have killed it.
You
It
would
was
not.
just not possible. Because we
That
don't-
well, that's
we
that's full
barely reached
passive.
it.
That's very rare.
Exactly, we barely reached 100 DPS. Well, I think we reached 100 DPS.
Yeah,
A ship. So it's
and
like,
that thing actually applies to you guys too. So like your DPS doesn't. Well, there's only a few fits you really could pass the tank that well. Merm Navy, Merm, Loki. You can do a Scorpion, but it's meh. Scorp Navy, sorry, meh. And Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake's the best ship to do it with.
Yeah, of course.
But you're
I
getting
think
max
we did 2
tank
rattlesnakes
out
in
of it
here, yeah.
though. Well, the problem is,
Yeah.
though, is the Rattlesnake that I run requires heavily on cap for its hardeners to run to really utilize how much it can tank. Like the one I had 2 A-type hardeners on it, right? Which gets it into the near 80% resistance profile. It can tank 20,000 DPS at that
Wow.
profile of resistance.
20,000.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
Okay.
20,000.
The day you
Sorry, I'm
It
not
can
talking much.
face
I'm
tank-
just, we're having a.
It can,
Conversation
it can
out here in
face
the
tank
Discord, so
4 hard dreads.
We just chilling.
If it gets links on grids with it, it tanks 4 hard dreads. The alpha might kill it, but properly the tank's like it's broken tank. The
Have you
problem
ever tried
is
surviving a doomsday
that-
with it?
well, the problem is though the newts remove about 55%
Oh, looks like
of
they
its
left
resistance.
the area.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So that's
resistance to
good.
lose.
Oh my goodness.
Especially when your resistance goes from like 78 down to like 25. That's a lot of resistance to lose. Not even it's
Yeah.
less than 25 because you're not running a fucking DCU. So like
Mm.
like I got dropped on by Shadow Cartel, I think, in it one time. Shadow Cartel
What
put
the- or
a
is it
Typhoon
Faction Warfare?
Fleet
That's what I
on
wanna
me, a
see.
Maelstrom, a Tempest, bunch of shit. And they couldn't kill me and they had to drop a hell.
Why can't you dock it on?
Like that's what it takes.
Hmm?
What is the resistance profile? In a short resistance. Oh,
Yeah, they couldn't nuke me out even. Like and the thing that also sucks is with the passive fits. Those passive modules screw with your capacitor recharge rate a lot.
Oh yes.
So your capacitor is barely stable. Not barely, but one medium nuke can screw up a rattlesnake pretty hard if it, like I have to run a NOS in my high because I'm afraid of the multi specs getting neuted out.
Gosh, how much?
But I haven't bought one because they're just like if you really want to do it proper, you have to spend 3 billion
Oh my
to
lord.
get it what you want it to be. Yeah, and to have no mids really at all for tackle. Also, the fact that everyone I fight defangs me to living crap.
You have to though.
This is before I fought you guys, by the way. So like my geckos were dying. They were killing Steve, and I was upset.
Had a gecko called Steve.
That's cute.
Yes, Buren wants me to name my geckos Steve.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, Steve.
We once killed. Well, that was Tien and I before. That was before Black Phoenix Rising. But Tien and I helped killing the first Myrmidon Navy issue, and it had
Very,
two
very
geckos
first
too.
one. The first one ever built and the first one ever killed.
Oh my god,
Yes, the
that is
really
wild.
first one.
That's amazing.
Yeah, good
And
shit.
that was tanking shit. That was so tanky, and
Nah.
it had 2 geckos.
It had two
I need
geckos,
to-
and Tien got one and I got one. Later I sold mine because I wanted to get an Abyssal Firestorm skin for the Caracal.
Ah, cool.
But well, I mean, what was I doing with the gecko? I'm not flying ships that use geckos unless I want to put it on a Vexor.
Geckos are so cool,
Yeah,
but
what's again?
like they do what you want with tracking. They're quicker than heavies. They track better than heavies. They're omni damage, or they're
Wait.
multiple damage types,
How do you
and
spell the
they
gecko
do
in
more
this game?
damage. And it's like they're really, and especially like on a Garista ship, their EHP is. They have cruiser EHP,
Yeah.
so
I've seen a video about somebody talking like, yes, and if I'm
Yo,
flying around with the gecko, that's like if I had
NC,
a
thank you for the
cruiser
follow
flying with
54
me.
minutes ago. Sorry if I
And
didn't
I
say
was
that
once-
earlier.
Yeah, it is.
Last
How do
year
you
I was
spell it?
flying events with a friend in HighSec, and I was flying a Caracal because I could not fly anything else. It wasn't an alt.
Gecko is GECKO.
I thought I felt a bit like his gecko because I had about the same amount of tank and he had about the same amount of wraps that he gave me instead of his gecko because he had no gecko.
Oh, it's a drone.
Yeah, it's a
Special one.
drone, but when you put it
That
on
is
a
cool.
rattlesnake, it's literally a cruiser.
No way.
It's quite literally. It has like 1,400 hit points in structure. Or sorry,
Wow.
14,000 hit points in structure, like 8,000 and 4,000. I think it's its layout or something. One of those drones alone on a rattlesnake does like 500 DPS.
That's pretty good. God,
It's literally a freaking cruiser to assist your battleship.
that's amazing though. Wow.
It only costs you 100 million ISK though
That's not too bad.
Oh, it's really cheap.
for a single drone.
But yeah, if it's
But you
doing
don't
that.
need 5.
Yeah, you won't exactly. You probably won't even need all 5. If you
Listen, listen. The gecko is for people who don't have friends, so you can use it. It's not like you have a cruiser, buddy.
That's great. I like that.
If they
Well-
would just give my gecko a scram, so that it seemed like my buddy was holding targets down for me.
Could you do something like that? Is that a thing?
I wish.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Keep on.
There's fighters that have scrams, but that's bigger than. That's carrier level crap. Carriers suck.
Gotcha.
I gotta whelp this carrier or something. Just like
oh, you
tell
have
Snuff
to call
to
us
come shoot it.
No.
Yeah, I'd be
Snuff
like
to come
Snuff, come
it.
shoot this. I'm gonna tell Tau. I'm gonna be like Tau, yo, I'm gonna drop a carrier on grid. Please come kill it in style. But Deimos's.
Imagine.
Dad, I'm gonna send you
Well,
some kills. Just wanted to show you that's my
Hmm?
kills over the last 2 weeks in a Condor.
Condors are very underrated, and I feel like people don't use them as much as they should.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tien's kill today was
Everybody
nice.
thinks,
Like,
oh, it's Condor, and then I come and blap.
Yeah.
Corvus's Condor. Corvus like runs a really nice Condor. I like Corvus's Condor a lot.
Wonder what's so.
Corvus, when he runs his Condor on stream, he does a really good job with his Condors.
I've only been able to kill Cat Navy issues with my Condor so far as the biggest ship.
Listen, that's the one thing I want to fight every time I see it is a Condor and a Cat Navy. And then I just get, like, wrecked. And I want to cry because I shouldn't die to a Condor and a Cat Navy.
It depends, though.
But
Like,
you should.
the guy Damson, his CNI is just always catching my Condor. And I always try to go after him with even double TD. He just wrecks
That's
me.
okay. There's no way you
Well,
can
the
do
difference is I know it's you, so I just I slingshot the crap out of you with a micro warp drive cat usually.
Yeah, I've only died to Damson in a Cat Navy issue. Every other Cat Navy I ran into, they're under the belt on my Condor.
I mean, the other day I fought Azuralite and his freaking
saw
Tidy Courser
that.
Navy and freaking pounced on him with a Hecky.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
I
was
was
watching.
laughing so hard.
Very good stuff
Bro
there.
got hard. Freaking dude, Heckates are broken.
They
They're broken.
are. They are.
Best,
I can't wait to fly one.
best ship in the game. But I think they're the best destroyer in the game besides the Draugr, personally.
But-
That's because just the Draugrs, well, the Draugr, so.
Are they kind of squishy though? The
We've
Hectate?
never
They're,
killed the Draugr.
they're a pay-to-win ship.
Oh, are they?
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
There's
my
already
dude,
guys
my
running-
Draugr is worth 5 billion is. The Draugr that y'all almost killed in your cormorants one night. 5 billion is.
That's the
That would
first.
have been a very sad thing.
Yeah, that's the first ship I've ever seen in PvP with Azura Light in when I went to his stream for the first time. He was literally at Abazon Gate. He killed 3 Tristans. He killed a Hookbill and a Merlin. And then there was one other Merlin besides that was trying to run away, and he actually still grabbed him. But he survived the gate camps. He was barely at Hull. I was like, what the heck just happened there? Amazing.
Dude, he is. I love flying with him. He knows what he's doing.
Well, that's like here, Black
Like-
Phoenix Rising. Like, that's why I like flying with these guys, because they know what they're doing. I've flown with some FCs, and some of them just don't or have no awareness of what they could do, and that's why I really
Don't remind
appreciate
me about
these kind of things.
FCs, please.
There's not that many that are like that. I think there's only like maybe one that I ran into or two that was kind of like unsure of their decisions.
Gamil FCs be like Gamil FCs over here. Dude, there's some of them that just like got me turning my head. We went to fight Templus. We went to fight Templus outnumbered like 20 to 10.
Oh, wow.
And it's already not looking good, right?
Hmm.
But I like good fights.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you guys already know. I like good fights. So I'm like, let's take it. Screw it. So we're punching in on like a bunch of Osprey navies and Caracal navies. And we brought Merms and Burdixes with a Geddon and a Raven navy. And we're like, okay, I think we're okay to newt out their Logi. Like we're literally like, we're gonna newt their Logi. You need to shoot the tackle. And this dude, I think he was kind of new, so I don't want to pick on him too hard. But, like, it's a learning thing, so, like, you gotta
Yeah.
learn from your mistakes kind of thing. If you don't know you're making mistakes, you gotta learn. So we go in, and he's like, all right, guys, we gotta shoot this scythe. And it's like, face palm. First things first. We just said we're gonna nuke their Logi with Geddons, but okay, whatever, let's shoot the scythe.
Yeah.
Scythe pulls 80 away from us. Dude,
Run after
comms.
it.
Comms were crickets for 2 minutes. Someone literally is like, what are we shooting? And you just hear him, yeah,
You cannot
Well, the next
take
thing
battleships out if you get blackout.
well, the Geddon's fine, the Raven's fine. They killed off, like, the Merms first. So all our Merms die. I'm sitting in a PNI to give links. Because none of the other guys have link skills. So I'm sitting in the Prof Navy to give links. Dude's in the Merm, he's like, I'm going down, someone else call. Like, that was the next call he actually made
Interesting.
after the Scythe call. Which was like I said, almost 2 minutes. He was the last Merm to die. 4
Words.
Merms died before him.
Hon-
And
Honestly, yeah,
so I'm like, all right, I guess I'm taking over. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot this Ferox Navy. Ferox Navy dies 20 seconds. I'm all right, cool. Let's kill this tackle off of us to get these battleships out. Boom, Punisher dead. Boom, Comet dead. Boom. Like, we killed 4 dudes in a minute. Right?
Jeez.
Everyone ended up dying, though. They swarmed us at that point. Everything died. And the response I got was, well, we just didn't have the DPS to break grid through those lodges. So that was the FC's like battle.
Oh.
That was his after analysis of it. And I just dropped comms immediately. I dragged my buddy in the Discord with me. I'm like, I'm never fucking flying with those guys again.
I mean, every
No-
young FC
no
has
SR.
blackouts, and I remember some of mine very well, but you don't fly
Active.
mirrors and battleships if you have blackouts in a fleet.
Interesting.
Dude was like, just.
And my camera.
I'm like, so we discussed what we're gonna do beforehand, and you shot the thing that we said not to shoot, and then nothing. The other thing I was like, I really like I train FCs
Mm-hmm.
as well. Like, don't have an inexperienced FC calling grids where you're going in outnumbered with some ISK in your pockets as well. You know, like, yeah, now's probably the time to sit back and listen to somebody else and learn.
Yeah, I agree.
Because,
It takes
especially
more
if none of the
supplies,
ships are
takes
getting
a reserve.
SRP'd.
Yeah, fair.
Well, none of the ships were getting SRP'd either. It's all everyone's
Working
own
permission
wallets
requested.
putting on the
Docking
board.
request
No one's
active.
expecting
No,
money.
no.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, that was very, very, very bad.
That's the fastest way to
Like,
use
I
advanced.
yeah, no, I had to stop FCing. Honestly, I stopped FCing in Galmel just because other people want to do it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm only gonna do it if I need to.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm gonna do it if I need to.
I'm learning FCing myself.
I'm-
I'm officially an FC for Calmill. How are
Oh,
things going? It's
nah,
going,
I've
Henry.
FC'd
It
since
is
20
going, baby.
I've been an FC
We just got
since
a whole
2014,
crazy
technically,
stream earlier,
when it comes to
and it was just like the most craziest kills we've
Eve
gotten.
related. I FC'd in
Right
Dust
now, we're just
514
having
too.
shop talk and
stuff,
stuff here in the
like-
comms.
Was that an FC?
Yeah. That's how long I've FC'd.
That's crazy good though. But you have great knowledge as well, like because of the even from the Alliance tournament stuff must have been more helpful in FCing.
This is what I'm gonna say. Even if you
Welcome
don't
on
necessarily
in,
enjoy flying
Marissa,
bigger
again.
ships, even if you don't feel comfortable with skill points SP stuff, like, you'll learn more than you could imagine doing it.
I can imagine.
Like, it is like from 0, even if it's like from level 2, you learn like level. Here's a great example: Ghosty Gaming. If any of you've watched him, he's on my
Yes,
Alliance
sir.
tournament team. I brought him in to teach him some things. Dude's Eve knowledge just from watching AT footage went from like, what's that thing? To like, okay, I know every ship's abilities for the most part in the game and most of their like damage holes.
That's wicked. That's what I want to
That's
do
great.
eventually.
Which is like, so, and then most of the time it's like he knows when to not approach, when to orbit, when to keep it range, when to, like you get the base knowledge of most things for every ship
That's right.
pretty quickly. And it's really nice too, like if you run a specific role, like if you guys like running frigates, you'd be very shocked how many teams are just looking for frigate pilots.
Oh, really?
Honestly, that's
cool.
the
It's-
best part.
Yeah. Look, guys.
There's a lot. Like my team's looking for battleship pilots horribly right now because I'm stepping down from because I have to commentate, so I can't fly in every match. So I need someone to really like take my place.
Excuse me, sorry.
No more Chad Balgorns or Vindicators
I
or
have to admit,
Vindicators.
When you said you were going to bring a Balgorn, I was going into the ship tree and taking a look at the bonuses of the Balgorn because
It's
I
a
think it was
broken
actually the
bonus
first one I
ship.
saw.
It's the most
yeah.
well, you don't see it in low sec because it excels in open environments where the environment's large,
Yeah,
so you can nuke
exactly.
really far, or you can web really far. The nuke powering is absurd,
It was like
which is
web-
real. The
web
Nasus
bonus,
are
but not-
great.
Yeah.
No rep bonus. No rep bonus at all because
No, webifier.
Oh, yeah, web bonus.
Not
But it's nice 'cause
strength,
there's no
range.
rep.
So
Yeah.
range. Oh, great. Not dangerous because we are going to fight close range anyway. No tracking bonus. Okay, let's go in. 150 cubic meters of drone bay. 2 medium sets, 2 small sets.
And you know what's funnier than hell is if I brought a Vindicator, your days would have been very
Okay,
bad.
that fleet's coming
I
to
would
an
have all the
end.
Vindicator. Or maybe to just whelp and
So that's
make
fine.
it up for the
It would have been
much.
a whelp because with a if you put 3 Vindicator webs on a
Alright,
stiletto with snakes,
let's
you can get
see.
it under 15 meters a
Do
second.
we want to bring our
with its
CNI? Is
micro
my
warp drive
CNI
running.
even...
Rude.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
don't
has
know what my CNI has. This is my
7.5%
blaster,
bonus
that's my
to
rail
large
CNI.
hyperturret
Okay.
tracking speed. It has 10% bonus
I don't want to bring my
status modifier
Firetail out as
effectiveness,
well.
and 37.5 bonus to large hybrid turret damage. That's just insane. That's not going to fly.
I like the
That's
Firetail.
not
It's one of my
something we are
favorite
going to
ships to
fight in
fly.
Vegas.
Really, really good one.
Let's just say that 2 webs equals 3 webs on that thing.
Ooh,
Really?
that hurts.
So yeah, 2 webs basically is equivalent to 3 webs. So you're getting webbed, and that's 360% webs, not the garbage-os. So that's 290% webs on
This
your.
fit. This was my...
Yeah, that's
Ah,
just
yeah, that's right.
you're going sub 100 always guaranteed, and you're just gonna get tracked because it has a tracking bonus.
Oh, wow.
I ran that during AT this year for all 5 of our matches because we were being kind of hesitant to show our good comps, and it kind of bit us in the butt.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I ran this thing every weekend at some point during scrimmages, and it was so funny when someone came to tackle me and try to hold me down and get under my guns. I'm just like, sir, what are you trying to do? Like, one of the matches, they were like, dude, this Vindicator's so freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Everyone go tackle it. So they threw a Mauler on me, a Confessor on me, a Nurgle on me, a Pontifex on me. And dude, I just sitting there like, okay, you're next. And the Logi was able to keep them up because, they're really Tech 2 ships.
Gotcha.
I just sent a freaking guy with newts to newt their cruiser Logi, and I'm like, okay then, hey, buddy, do you want to come help me kill these things? I just called over like an ENI or something, and it was just like, okay, all 4 of them are dead, let's go kill their battleship.
Heck yeah. That's so cool.
It's a good ship, but like...
Yes, I caught the Cubo and let's go.
There becomes a point where you like run the ship so much that you not dislike it, but
It's boring or some sort.
that it's
Too easy.
Okay.
there's just, to me, on the regular server, there's better ships to fly.
Guys, I really enjoy this chat with you, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's too
super
late.
tired,
It's too late.
and yeah, I'm afraid I have to go.
Alright,
So,
guys, you have a good
Just
night.
going to link
Thank
the
you guys
video.
for the great fights chat, and
Oh yeah.
Happy to talk with
Okay.
you.
By all means, bring me another good one next week, because I will be around.
Absolutely.
Awesome
We'll
sauce.
think of something.
Have a good night,
see you
guys.
soon,
Take
guys.
care.
Bye bye.
See ya.
You
See
too.
ya.
See you.
Let's
Yeah.
see who
Cheers.
is streaming.
You gonna raid someone?
In a bit here, yeah, because I got my dinner there. I'm gonna eat.
All I know is that
Oh, it's
if
dinner
you,
time for me.
Yeah.
yeah, it's dinner time for us. If you didn't know, Crash Naps is doing a 24-hour stream right now.
You know, the thing is, with 24 hours, it's a waste of time in its own right, not like altogether, but in its own right, because especially if you're like, for him, he's okay. He doesn't really need to do it, to be fair, but for him, it'd be really good to do anyways, right? Because he's got a lot of attention on his channel. But for like, say you're a smaller streamer that's only getting like, maybe 5 views. Yes,
That's not worth any of
it's
it.
not, but it is because of like just a little bit, not a much. But the only reason it is because you can get some viewerships from different time zones. But if you're doing it for a whole 24 hours as a small streamer, like 5 viewers, it definitely wouldn't be worth it in a long-term thing. But one-off, like maybe doing 5 hours, 6 hours, but doing 24, it's just not worth it. Because in streaming, yeah, go ahead.
He's doing it for. He just got his 3,000th follow.
Yeah,
right?
for him, like, the Crash Naps, like,
And the
he's
dude
doing
pulls
great.
in, and the dude pulls in at least 600 views. For him,
Mhm.
how many ad revenue, how much hype train,
Yeah.
how much,
That's why for him it makes more sense. For somebody who's getting like viewership, I agree with it. Like for me, I can maybe pull it off now because I've been getting slowly more and more viewers, but I don't think I'd be doing it anytime soon. Like I don't know, when I get 3 years, I did 3 years streaming in May, and I did like a little subathon thing. Even that wasn't as successful as other people who have do the same thing. And I don't know, it's probably because I'm a variety streamer. That's probably where I'm not getting like a consistency, because I'm always like here or there streaming.
Yeah.
But I've been recently, ever since CCP has acknowledged my channel more so, and like they offered me a campaign to do the drops. That has just been like super awesome, and I'm so thankful for that, because it's just been giving me more people to come in, and even if it's just for the drops, but at the end of the day, it's just having that traffic is amazing. So
Well, even if they come just for the drops, right? Most people are gonna log in and see, oh, who's got a lot of viewers in the Eve category? They have a lot of viewers because they're probably doing something interesting. So
yeah.
even if your viewer account is inflated from drops, like,
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
happy about that. I'm not worried by it, and I'm long shot to be like because I know some people, they're like, oh, oh, they're not here for the stream, they're only here for a drop. Like, I'm the opposite. I'm just like, yes, come to the drops, we have them, and we would love you to
oh my
show out.
god.
You know.
I always, and not always, but a lot of the times I'll enter like Azura and Ghosty and Crash Nap stream, and I'll just like as my entrance, I'll just be like, I'm only here for the drops, as a joke. It's a
Yeah,
joke. I'm only here for the drops.
that's awesome. Yeah, I usually watch
Just
them in the
I just
evening.
And I just hang out with the boys. Like me and Crash Naps is gonna probably go to Nullsec here in a little bit at some point.
Oh, very
Oh
cool.
my god, is he seriously dressed as the Cat in the Hat?
Yeah, that's what I like about Crash. He always has some kind of like outfit going on. If it's not the nun,
Bro
it's
didn't
something.
even invite me to his house for this. What the hell?
Are you guys in the same areas living?
No,
Oh,
we're,
okay.
we're 2 time zones away.
Oh, okay.
We're 2 time zones away.
Fair enough. Yeah,
But,
he's
nah, I was
great.
joking around about-
You know what's weird? I was like, from my especially when I do like roleplay stuff, I want to be like loud or just like as wild on the camera and stuff. But because I live with like certain people, I can't be so loud and do like what I want to do. So it's
You
like
can't be him.
exactly, like it's such a like I remember when I was doing the marble races, and I was doing like commentary on that. Just for fun, like as we were having the marble races, people were like, yo, you have the greatest commentary, this and that. I'm like, thanks, man. But then they're like, all like, I don't know, like a few times going in like the next month or two, I didn't I stopped doing it, because again, I had people be like, yo, you're too loud, you're too loud. I'm like, oh, only I could be just as loud as I want. My streams would be just as like wonky and crazy as Crash Naps. But
His get freaking
Oh.
really crazy though.
yeah, he has his
Listen,
own
if
thing,
you
which is
listen, if
great.
you don't want Ram Ranch playing on your stream, I'm also pretty sure you don't want Mario and Sonic having
That has got to be the most funniest thing I've ever witnessed. I was just like, the first time coming to stream and he did it, I was like, what am I watching right now? What the hell is this? Fucking guy cracks me up. No, Crash Now's big shout out to him. He does it good. I love his streams. Really good.
You know what's really crazy? He's an absolute goofball.
He is.
But like when he's off stream, and a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know this about him, he is actually a really good PvP pilot.
He does seem to have that knowledge, like a Zura Light type of knowledge.
I mean, I will say I don't think he's on that level.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
Azura's on a level above me, right?
Yeah, Zura's
I
on
think Crash Nap is
crazy.
like right below the level I'm at.
Hmm.
Like if I solo him 1v1 and he's sober and hard focused, I think I still beat him 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But I still think like you put him up against 80% of the Eve community,
Mhm.
he'll probably just win. He'll probably just
I
win.
think so, yeah. I've been watching a lot of
He's
him.
he's also smart. He understands a lot of the, concepts of the game.
That's right.
So like that's a really big thing as well. Is if you just learn that like really small concept of how things work, you really can just use those a couple small things really turns the tide in a fight. Like I said, burning away with a hook bill and then burning into your freaking missiles, like small things like that
Yeah.
are really helpful. Like Cat Navy, like I have to tell my court mates, there's a Cat Navy fit we all use over propped 10 MN rails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, just fucking approach the
Guys,
sun
thank you so
and turn
much
your
for
prop mod
being
on.
here. We're gonna go raid
And
Crash Nap.
bad
Speaking of
pilots,
Crash Nap,
or pilots that are just
appreciate
trying
you
to
guys hanging
F1
out with us, man. Thank you
approach
so much. Go watch those
are
VODs
going
too. We
to
got
feed
some
you
really
kills.
crazy kills today. Yeah, he's I like that. That's what I like. I like watching pilots that have that kind of knowledge because it just makes me learn a little bit more about the game and those ships. So I really like that. We're gonna rate them right now too.
There's some really cool things in the game that like a lot of like I had to debate with people in my corp about the missiles thing. They don't believe me still because you can't simulate and